Thanks for tuning in to another episode with John, doing a tarot card reading for a friend. Today we're doing a Celtic Cross layout. We've already had time with the customer, the friend, and the authority card kept jumping out. So after having some vigilant times with the deck, we've shuffled it once again to have the authority card appear in the deck or the spread. So without further ado, let's fly into this. We're going to start with our current situation, our current placement. And it's presented us with the mental card, the triumphant in success #1. So the first of the mental cards signifies that new beginnings and exciting changes may be before you. By utilizing your strength, willpower, determination, and focus, there the potential for you to reign triumphant in many areas of your life. In traditional tarot, this card would be the Ace of Swords. And since the sword is double-edged, it can cut through all the barriers that hold you back. If it's done constructively, precision. Remember that there's another side to the blade. If you're rash or use it in a destructive way, it could harm yourself and others. Always pause and think before you act. This card reminds you to vanquish negative thoughts from your mind. Strengthen and tap into your mental powers and use the clarity with control in order to initiate new ways of thinking. Really, really powerful place to begin. And I'm just going to go to current obstacles straight away because I do feel there's something that connects to this current issue card. This is our solar plexus card. Let me on the symbol solar plexus. Chakra. Solar plexus is I can. It's the Arderian. It's the fire. It's the ram. The solar plexus card is located. The solar plexus chakra is located between the navel area, just below the ribcage. It represents power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. The energy center where the emotions and feelings are recorded. This chakra is associated with clear, sentient inner feeling, which is a major physical receptive area. To balance the chakra, you may want to try yoga, dancing, movements, or breathing work with colours. In addition, be aware of people who drain your energy. Workshops and classes that focus on empowering will help you open and harmonise the area. Truly, I think those two worked together. Where we are mentally, so close to success. Confidence coming. I think this reminds you, you are, as it says in the book, I can. No doubt, and I can. Go for it. And then, as usual, I always take subconscious up to the higher conscious. We've already had this card shot jumping out of the deck. Without further ado, see what subconscious finding on. Hold the book. Right, here we go. So, authority. This card represents the masculine qualities of leadership. Logic, strength, wisdom, and willpower. This card emerges in act as teaching tool. And in doing so, it encourages you to develop and rein these qualities and tap into masculine aspects of yourself. Other traits also include our good reasoning, problem solving, and being grounded, and learning to develop strong mental control over free reigning emotions. Oftentimes, this card appears to symbolize a father figure, or an individual of wise authority who may be represented in your life. It could be someone of high influence or business or prudent friend who uses logic and reason to create positive outcomes. Ask yourself whether it's time to take on and emanate similar qualities. Now is when you must act like a leader and exert your will by incorporating forms and structures and ideas and plans and foundations. It's time to stop talking and acting in order to achieve what you must. Use the qualities and the characteristics of this card, of the authority card, so that when you need to make a choice, you approach it from a place of wisdom, rationality, logic, and grace, rather than the one with the foolishness and belligerence and greed and self-centeredness. The way of which you acquire, handle, and yield power and authority is now being tested. And this was historically the Emperor card, And of course, we take all this to our higher conscious state, which I find fantastic. This individual person is reading. New beginnings, the new love, the new emergings of moments. And when we work so diligently towards a goal, to have an emotional outpour of such is usually a great ecstasy, a blissful moment. So without further ado, our higher conscious, if all this is achieved, this is what your cup is about to overflow with joy, happiness, positive feelings. This is the first of the emotional card and therefore signifies the new love, opportunities, and beckonings. This doesn't necessarily have a physical love, but could also represent a passion, devotion in an area, a goal, even creative endeavors. This would be a perfect time to open yourself, open your heart to the higher vibrations of love energies from the universe. When past issues is resolved, when forgiveness for others as well as yourself has been attained, and when your heart is truly open and ready to receive, then new roads will lead you toward love and be revealed. Really exciting cards. I do like it. And while we go from one to the other, let's go historically to our forward set. So number 5 in our emotional loss card. This is looking back at our past. This is taking all the education that we've gained through our life forward. So the emotional card, the number 5 emotional card, comes forth at a time when you may be experiencing or grieving a loss of someone or something where emotional attached to. Honor your feelings. Only by healing and loving yourself, by letting go the past, can you continue your journey. The suffering associated with this loss delivers profound wisdom and knowledge for your soul. Your unique gifts, your talents, your abilities, as well as your joy and sorrows, will not only make up who you really are, but better yet, who you will become. The painful experience of a life are equally as valuable as the joyful. Focus all your positive energy on the good in your life and what you're grateful for. Use your healing energy in this way and try not to focus on what you've lost. For new beginnings and happenings are just around. What a lovely feeling. And that's looking back. So moving forward with all this great wisdom into the next card of the spread. This was a mental card. We head on to it. And this was rest and rejuvenation on 4. We all need a good bit of rest and rejuvenation after the year we've seen. So number 4, this card implies that the period of rest, meditation, rejuvenation, reciprocation is in order. It usually comes forth when you're encouraged to come out of a particular emotional or mental taxing experience. The number 4 in numerology means foundation. So this is a time to heal, to be with yourself, and to continue moving steadily forward. Allowing space just for your reflection is both needed and long overdue. Reposing and taking moments for yourself will give you opportunity to, looking at the screen, look at a problem or situation instead of being in. It's a chance to stand back, view your life with clarity and renewed appreciation, and see where changes can be made to create a healthier and stronger foundation, enabling you to take the next step. What a love. So without playing in time, hope. Now I was telling you, I have not had much of this at all. Interesting. So advisors to ways to make it happen. And I do want to read this because it's Major Arca card 17. It's also next to the shadow card. Right, so this is a card that focuses on the qualities of hope, faith, healing, aspirations, and success. And finally, enlightenment. This card appears, know that a special wish you've made may be fulfilled in time. The hope card will help show you that the impossible can indeed become possible. One of my favorite words, sentences. The force, the hope card will help show you that the impossible can indeed become possible. The force that works through your soul determines what possible and differences between success or failures. And above all, who we are is the power of your belief. This card serves as a reminder to use your natural abilities of intuition, the language of your soul. As you reach your goal and desires, the future can be yours when you have hope and trust in everything you do. So others will be attracted and drawn to your inner light. Learn to share your experiences and lessons, for those around you will also realize that by having faith and pushing forward where one may have felt no hope at all is the key to success. Above all, maintain a positive attitude starting right now. This very minute will allow your soul to soar. You'll discover an opportunity to shine as you reach for the stars. This card was the star card in the traditional deck. Interesting. I think if we apply this over to ourselves, then we can definitely find an interesting time. Now, to make all this come together, it's offering us an emotional card. Find it. So, disconnection and boredom. I think this is probably advising, and I said this earlier when it was live, I think possible outcomes to avoid. That's how I perceive this. So by doing this, you won't have that. This card signifies a time when you may experience stagnation, discontent, or boredom, feeling the restlessness and impatience surrounding you. A relationship, project, or situation isn't moving forward fast enough and could be draining your emotional energy. You're longing for a change, and although one door may close, don't focus all your energy on it, as opportunities will soon knock. A window of another door could quickly open. Let me do this again. A window or another door could quickly open. And if your attention and awareness isn't focused, you could easily miss it. Watch for synchronistic events that bring books, speakers, workshops, and new people into your life. Any of these could be possibly hold a message for you. Having faith in the divine timing and knowing that everything changes for a reason. This card acts as a reminder that it's a perfect time to reevaluate and search within your heart and soul for fresh insight. Told you it was an interesting. So on to mental. This is really mental. Suffering in silence, yes. So number 9, and this was our outcomes, and I think you have to take what you can do here to make any outcomes. We'll go things to avoid in the suffering in silence. So number 9 denotes completion. Are you finally ready to let go of those limitations, negative beliefs, or are you allowing the issue in your life to become bigger than it really are? Your mind has been doing quite a job on you lately. Even your dreams may be trying to get your attention. When you lean, let's check the screen. When you learn to let go of the worry, despair, the sense of hopelessness, a positive new way or path will be shown to you. This card follows tapped in fear. The number 8 mental card. When your fears aren't confronted, your mental anguish will continue. This is a reminder to take action and trust that your soul and the power of your spirit will grasp you firmly by the hand and guide you, but you must take the first step toward healing and let go of the mental distress. Don't suffer in silence. Reach out to others. That help is available. I think this was a warning, like continue to do what you're doing because you're really balanced. You're on place, and the proof is that was not the outcome card. That was what they would advise to avoid or to continue to avoid. So into this next, I thought this was really interesting. This jumping out. This is possible outcome, and it's really good card, even though the chakra card is small. This is red, lamb, earth, Ardrian, and it is the first of the chakra. You have it's all in your hand, baby. Right, now let me give you why. Knowing as the base chakra or the root chakra, this energy center is situated in the base of the spine, and it's mostly closely related to all your earthly issues, such as survival, physical body, issues of money, substance, safety, and shelter. To balance this chakra, practice yoga. Can be extremely beneficial. Dancing or light physical exercise will also help keep the energy flowing harmoniously. Honoring your body and taking care of it on the outside will bring you well-being in the inside. It works both ways. And for me, I really felt that that card had a potent power with your reading. I hope that one was good, useful. I know that you're an interesting point. We asked the question to the deck, like usual, you know. Be nosy, in case there's something the deck has to tell her. And we did pull a little bit more than normal. The thing that surprised me was when I got chakra card. I usually only do 3 cards and a question. So when this came out, I pulled another 2. I know that you didn't have a question. Anyway, the first of the questions is a material card. It's the 3. It's the recognition and reward. I think you're so close to it. It's unbelievable. So exciting. A reward for job well done is what this card represents. It's a time of recognition for completing projects, hard work, skill, exercise, and craftsmanship. These abilities are now being honoured, but don't forget to also pay homage to yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it! I told you. This card also comes forth to represent a family or a group of people coming together, all of whom are aiming to strive toward a common goal. Accept the help that's being offered. Most possibilities are in works. So be sure to lay a solid foundation from your past achievements, and this will help you be ready for the next opportunity. In addition, this card is a reminder to take care of your physical body. After all, it's what carries your soul around this material world. And of course, this deck was all major this question was all major arcana. So 13, transformation. A time of ending too close at hand. Don't resist the abrupt changes and are suddenly happening. These could be taking place in your personal life, relationships, business, or career. You have the strength. A transformational card is asking you to have the courage and to know that renewal follows every. This card comes forth reminding you that the death of an old way of thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward in new path. Like we said at the end of the call, willingness to join the wave, float away, lift the anchor. Continue. Transformation is all about the ebb and flow of the life cycle. Nothing in this life remains motionless. Everything is on its way to somewhere. Accept the changes, and opportunities will come to expand you in more ways than you could have ever imagined. Magic, that's right. You can't live in the past. It's time to move on. In order to take the new positive step, you should look closely at your own life and ask yourself, are there loose ends that need to be tied? Are there people in my life whom I need to express myself to? What needs to be completed so I can have a fresh start? When you do so, you'll you'll have a strong and more reinforcing foundation to carry you through the new beginnings that await. Historically, the death card. Very, very interesting. The next card was a chakra. This one keeps coming up. There are many of this. Interesting. So sacral, lovely picture in it. The 2 card. Sacral is orange vam water I want. So if we just connect together, if we connect them together, you've got your trying to be rewarded, how to be rewarded, and I want the reward. So it's definitely very interesting coming through what's came out. Known as the sacral chakra, the second chakra is located 2 fingers below the navel. It relates to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. To keep this chakra balanced, its energies try balancing by moving, dancing, your hips and lower abdomen. Use the color meditation, practice yoga, experience your sexual and nurture yourself, and remember, you do matter. How cool, how cool. So awareness of all of this, and this is a major arca card. Awareness. This card is one of the key reminders that you already possess all the tools to guide and direct your life. Whether it's wisdom, intuition, psychic skills, creativity, self-motion, love, willpower, physical abilities, or just pure courage. They're all part of you. Once you learn to tap into and use them, you'll be amazed at the power and the effect they can have. You have the ability to allow the universe to work in partnership with you. Together you can manifest change, whatever your desire may be, and bring about a positive outcome. This card represents your ability to create your own reality. It sets the idea into motion and watch them grow. This card is often drawn when you're ready to switch direction, start a new project, or change careers. Now is the time to use positive thoughts, visualizations, affirmations as you veer away from negativity. Knowledge is power and can lead to success by faith, keeping your willpower strong, directed, tapping into the tools that you possess, as well as calling on the magic of the universe. You can accomplish anything and everything that you set out to do. This is the magician. I love it. And number 9, another major arca card in a question of all places. So I'm assuming that you're tapping into your future possible manifestations. You're working the transformation. You're doing the I want from your affirmations. You're being reminded about how to make affirmations and do what you do. And I'm sure that the solitude card is calling on a completion of this question. So stop your soul is calling out and needs to be honored and heard. The answers you seek aren't necessarily found in the outer world. The time has come for you to step back and withdraw from out. Let me do it again. The time has come for you to step back and withdraw from outside commotion. The solitude card is a reminder of how important it is to pause, still the mind, meditate, reflect, reevaluate, and discover the wisdoms and the answers within your very soul of your being. When you become more aware of your soul and your heart and your strengths, the link to the divine source, and you'll be able to once again remember your true perfections. Meet your soul halfway. Schedule some alone time to commune with your soul, and also to give the power of your spirit the opportunity to reinvigorate you with life force and vitality. Conserve your energy and deal with one thing at a time as you follow and prompt from within. When it comes to moments of quiet, inner solitude, it really isn't about quantity. It's about the quality that the soul constantly draws to itself what it needs. In order to learn and grow, for example, during this period, someone may step into your life, and by sharing his or her own experiences, you may receive helpful insight and wisdom into your own. This was historically the hermit. Wow. What a reading. Well, we're coming up for 24 minutes and we have something left to do. So give me one more little second. We're going to do an interesting numerology piece for you. So we want 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 1 plus 5 plus 4 plus 17 plus 4 plus 9 plus 1 equals 49. 4 and 9, so it equals 4 plus 9, 13, equals 1. I was right the first time, plus 3 equals 4. So funnily enough, the deck did come to 4, and then I wanted to do this for the question. So we have 3 plus 13 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9. We have 28. How slick is that? 2 plus 8. And this should go back to 1. So there you go. So that was for your question, a new beginning, and that was for your spread 4. And considering the authority, I really thought that 4 resonating. So I think today's reading is really about reminding you, you have the make this happen. God bless you. Love and blessings from Scotland. Hoping you have a great weekend.